Jim here for Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. Today we're looking at a truck that started all of the EV truck buzz. This is the 2025 Ford F-150 Lightning in the Flash trim. In this video, I'm going to break down what's new, show you some special features, tell you why this trim is in the sweet spot of the lineup, and the added options and total price. So what's new for this year? A two-tone paint option exclusive to the Flash trim. A new front light bar design. Now, they say it's a new design. I can't tell a difference. It still looks like the piece of cheap plastic with a light behind it to me, but it says it has a welcome and a goodbye sequence. We also have standard heated front seats now. You got Active X seating material instead of the cloth seats in this one. They removed the interior work surface from this Flash trim. You also get 1 year plan of BlueCruise is included, which is an upgrade from the 90-day trial they offered on it last year. And then this year, the biggest important detail is that the Flash is ready for the NACS supercharger network, and this includes the adapter. So this has an adapter in the truck that you can use at the supercharger network, so you can use all of Tesla's charging stations. Looking around the outside, this is the Rapid Red tinted clear coat on here, and it looks really good and really sets off the blue trim around the F-150 badge, and you've got your Lightning badge right back here. Just that color just really does a good job of setting it off. And then if you dress appropriately, you can kind of blend in with everything else too, right? Did I do a good job there? Now, the other thing I noticed that they did change is, and that was when we were right here with the F-150 Flash badging right here. On the other side, when these first came out, this side is the charge port. Now you can see how this has the cutout for the charge door, and it just pops open. Well, they did the exact same thing on the other side, but it didn't open. They said it was for aesthetics, just to kind of make each side match, but it really confused people because people were thinking that there was two charge ports when there really wasn't two charge ports. So they realized that that was, you know, really kind of stupid and nobody really cared, and changed that. So now you just have a badge on this side and just the door on the other side. Now, of course, the coolest thing we've got up here is the Power Mega Frunk. This thing is massive. It's got 14 cubic feet of space in here, and with the Pro Power onboard, you have plug-ins up here, a bunch of 120s. You've got a USB-C and USB-A plug up here also. You do have some storage up underneath here, but this does have a water plug underneath here somewhere. So there's a drain right here, so you can actually fill this with ice and put your beer or whatever, you know, as Tim likes to say, like probably put his whiskey down in here and keep it chilled. Yeah, it's a pretty good amount of space inside there. Yeah, it's a great place to put all your luggage because then you lock it down and it's locked away and nobody can get it, and it's not open out in your bed. Of course, here in the front, you do also get the projector LED headlights in here. They work really well and they are adaptive. So whenever you go around the curves, the lights will bend around the curve to kind of help you be able to see instead of just having a pitch black corner that you're going into. Now, the other thing is you have these 20-inch Flash wheels. They said these are exclusive to the Flash trim. They do look a lot like the ones that I'd seen previously on the Lariat trims, but they say that these are exclusive. Well, maybe I'll put up a side-by-side and see if we can see if there's a difference or not. And then back here is a big disappointment for me, which I kind of was surprised. One, you don't have the light bar going all the way across. Now I know a lot of the upper trims were the only ones that got the light bar, but this is kind of above the Pro and the XLT, so I kind of thought it would have the light bar, and it doesn't. And I also thought this was powered. Nope, and it's not even assisted. It just drops, boom. So that's a little disappointing too. They could have done something there. I mean, come on. Now you do get the adjustable tailgate, so you can unclip that and you can put that up here and kind of adjust your tailgate, make it kind of prop it up a little bit more. And then this does have the Pro Power onboard back here, so you do have plugs back here. So you got a 240 right up here, and then down here there is two 120s and then another two more 120s right there. That's pretty good. You also have lighting back here in the bed. This does have the spray-in bed liner by Tough Bed. That's pretty cool. This one also does have the work surface on here. So you've got your yardstick going across here. You've got some slots and places where you can set some stuff in, like a tablet or your phone. So at least they did that part of it right, which was an added option though, but we'll talk about those later. And this also did get the tailgate step. So you can just step into the tailgate and stand right up on top. So there's no change to the powertrain for this year, but there was a change to the battery, and that affects some of your powertrain functions. So this battery is now a mid-size battery with 123 kilowatt hours instead of the smaller battery that's on the XLT and the Pro, and the larger 130 kilowatt hour battery that is on the Lariat and the Platinum. So with that, you still have the same dual motor all-wheel drive, but you have 536 horsepower and 775 pound-feet of torque. And you can still tow up to 10,000 pounds with the max trailer tow package. Now, as I mentioned, you do have heated seats in the front, and this is the new Active X material. It's kind of like a synthetic leather, a lot easier to clean up and everything. Last year, the flash trim had cloth seats because the flash trim was actually built off of the XLT. It was kind of like a package that you could get. Now it is its own trim. So you've got that, and then when we hop in, you have the 15.5-inch massive screen in here that last year had the XLT smaller screen in it. And then you also have the 12-inch driver's display here. Now, one thing they did get rid of, and I think I mentioned it earlier, was there's no work surface in here. But you can still put that gear shifter down. The weird thing is it won't go down while you're driving. The only time it can go down is like that. But they took the work surface out. There is no button for the work surface, so you just have a regular thing. So why does that matter? Why do you need to put that down? I guess you could carry a tray in here and eat your sandwich and drink your drink and whatever if you wanted to. Up here also, we do have plenty of power outlets. So those are all good. And this one does have your trailer brakes right there and the Pro Trailer Assist. So this does have the max trailer tow package on it. I almost forgot to mention that this does have the B&O sound system in it. So you got an upgraded stereo in here, and it does sound awesome. Here in the back, you can actually see how much space there is. Everybody knows that F-150s are massive in the back, but underneath here, we're gonna take a look, and you do have some storage right there. And you can prop those seats up and leave them stay up. And then you have all of this cargo room in here also, if you're traveling alone. So why is the Flash the sweet spot in the lineup? Well, think of it as a perfect mix between power and technology without the high price tag of the Lariat and the Platinum trims. And as you can see, it's positioned right between the XLT and the Lariat. The XLT starts at $63,345 and comes with the 98 kilowatt hour battery with 240 miles of range and 452 horsepower. For an additional $6,650, you can get the flash trim with a lot of the features that we just talked about. The 20-inch flash exclusive wheels, the extended range 123 kilowatt hour battery giving you 300 miles of range, the 15.5-inch infotainment screen with Sync 4A that the XLT cannot get, the B&O sound system, and a year of BlueCruise. Now there is a $13,650 difference between the XLT and the Lariat, so Ford did a great job putting this flash trim in the sweet spot, starting at $69,995. All right, now let's look at the window sticker and the added options. Now we can already see that there is a $2,000 price increase from when our tester was produced. Looking at the added features, you've got the Rapid Red tinted clear coat for $495. You got the 9.6 watt Pro Power onboard for $1,200. You've got Max Trailer Tow Package for $1,100. The 18-inch spare wheel and tire for $175. A tailgate step and work surface, $430. The mobile power cord or charging cord for $600. And the Tough Bed Spray-In bed liner for $595. That is a total of $4,595 in options. You add the destination fee of $2,095, and that gives you a total MSRP of $74,685 or $76,685 with the price adjustment, which is still under the Lariat starting price. This 2025 Ford Lightning Flash is a fantastic choice for anyone who wants an electric truck with high-end technology, useful features, a strong performance, all at a competitive price. It really is the smartest choice in the Lightning lineup. For a full review of this Ford Lightning Flash, follow the link in the description over to my channel, and I'll see you down the road.